degrees now. Time for today's News Extra. It is brought to you by Gehring Civic Center. And here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. We're going to talk about something Dennis and I know something about. For 28 straight years, we've been to every single one, and that is the 28th annual KNEB Farm Ranch Expo. It's coming up next week. Kendra Feather is here to tell us all about it, and we're going to do a little self-promotion today. First of all, it's next Friday and Saturday. Give us the times and all that stuff.
Okay, like we said, we're just a little more than a week out. On Friday, it starts at 9 with exhibitors open at 9 to 6, but there is that free breakfast from 7 to 9. And Saturday, we'll be there from 9 to 3.
All right, free breakfast, Farmers and Ranchers breakfast. I'm not going to say anything about any cards or anything.
That's good,
today.
That's good.
And it's courtesy of a number of people, not just us.
Right, Panhandle Co-op, Farm Credit Services of America, 21st Century Equipment, 21st Century Water Technologies, and they all come and help serve the breakfast. We're really happy to have those people help us with, and then the Ag Society cooks up most of it, but the other entities help too with cooking it up. Because last year we served over 300 people breakfast, and a lot of people stopped before work or before school.
Yeah. So it's pretty nice, and
breakfast and sausage. So
yeah, it's pancakes and sausage and coffee and all kinds of stuff.
And
right?
I bought the wannabe Tang drink for the little kids. That was my plan. And here's all these adult men drinking on my Tang last year, my wannabe Tang, I'll call it. So it's like, put that back. It's for the little kids.
So that figures. That's the way the men are most of the time.
We're going to have some great prizes. You want to be sure and be there on Friday, because if you stop by the Johnson Cashway booth, they're going to give away a Traeger grill. These are really nice, and they'll be doing some sampling at their booth, which we always enjoy every year. And the guys come out from Kearney, and the guys locally are there, and they just, they have a lot of good things. They cook pies on there. I mean, they've cooked
You can cook
breakfast
almost
sandwiches.
anything on a Traeger grill.
They surprise us every year. They've had pizza on the grill. And then Saturday's the big day for us, because we're going to have some great, people there for visitors, and we are also going to be giving away $650 in cash in honor of our 65th anniversary for KNEB AM.
All right.
So that's exciting. I don't think we've ever given away that big of cash prize. You guys would know since you've been there all the time.
I don't think we've ever given away that much cash, as far as I can remember.
So you want to be sure and look where to register for that, and we will draw close to 3 o'clock. You really don't need to be present, but it would be exciting if you were there. We could give you your money right away. We look
Is
forward
there
to
one
seeing
haul,
$650?
$650?
One $650 check will be given away that day.
Okay, that's cool.
Don't tell Craig, because it makes him nervous. No.
Right.
Hope we okayed that. No.
Okay. We'll talk about the visitors here in just a minute, but we should mention, of course, the whole idea of this is the exhibitors and having them there and getting leads for sales, and a lot of times they make sales at this
right.
At this
they make sales, or sometimes some come out to this area. They're looking for dealers for this area for their products. So it's worked out well. We also have a dinner that night we're glad to have, because exhibitors can network too, and that's just for the exhibitors. We're so happy.
On Friday night.
They travel out and see us, and we couldn't do that without the exhibitors, the location. All the people here at KNEB put a lot of time into this show, because it's a lot of work, and we're not a huge staff, but we do a good job of putting this on. And we love people to come out and talk to these exhibitors, because they travel all over the country to shows, and they have a lot of information for you.
All right. We have 80 exhibitors. I don't know whether that's a record, but when I looked at the map and all the booths and all the people that are going to be there, it looks about as full as I've ever. There is not one other space that you could put anybody in.
No, we've been up there. We've measured. We've done the layout. Bill and I went up there with a tape measure last week, just so we could fit everybody in. We're going to have some informational nonprofits, that we don't have as many as we've had in the past, because we are packed up. We're even going to have some booths up by our stage. So there's a lot of exciting things for you to see and to do while you're there. Be sure and vote for the ugliest pair of boots. The monies that you put in those cups to vote for the boots go to the FFA kids that'll be doing water testing. So we make a donation to them. Brown Shoe Fit is who sponsors that ugly boot contest. You can win $200 a gift certificate for first, $100 for second, and $50 for third. And they'll be right up by the fair office if you want to look at the boots. They'll have a display.
All right. Well, let's talk about the special folks that are going to be there. And again, this is all on, it's Friday and Saturday. Friday first, we have Miss Nebraska 2012.
Yeah, we lucked out. Mariah Cook, it fit into her schedule when I first contacted them. She wasn't going to be able to make it, and we were lucky she'll be there from 2 to 4. Sponsored by Sears of Chadron and Scotts Bluff. And then the next day, we're going to have Lexi Madden, which we've known the Maddens for a long time here at KNEB with their advertising and just contacts with their sale barn. Lexi did really well, too, up at the Miss America pageant, 3rd runner-up. And Miss Wyoming, she'll be there from 9 to 1, sponsored by Floyd's. And then I'll say the Husker player will be there, because Kevin won't say it, but Jason.
No, I was going to mention
Okay.
Mr. Dean.
Yeah, Jay Steen will be
I
there.
can't think of any Colorado players that really be worth. I can think of a
We couldn't
few.
find any sponsors for the Colorado players. Jay Steen of Bridgeport will be there from 10 to noon, and we have some really great posters with Jace's picture he'll be autographing. We have like 1,000 of those that he'll be autographing. So I hope his hand doesn't wear out, and I'd like you guys to come out and see him, whoever wants to come up to the show.
All right, it's great to have a local guy that's a member of the football team. So
Yep.
he'll be there, presented by Bar 64, Platte Valley Bank, Bridgeport Co-op Station, Bridgeport and Pride, and Bridgeport Co-op Production. So all those people, we thank them and all our sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to have concessions.
Yep, we're Nebraska Twisters will be there with the concessions, and he's going to bring a variety of things. I think the deep fat fried Oreos will be there, and Snickers. So if you haven't had a chance to try that, it's almost like having fair time in the winter. So you can come up and see Dale and his crew. They do a really good job. And what's bad is they're so close to the stage. That's going to be bad because we're up at the stage a lot.
Yeah,
He kept sharing treats with us last year, which was really good stuff. A deep fat fried Oreo, you got to try that.
Okay, and then we have free blood pressure and pulse checks both days as well.
Right. There's vaccinations. They will have a cost, but if you're able to bill your insurance, they're able to help you out with that. They'll be located just off of the office, close to the restrooms, I hate to say, but that's just an easy place to locate them and get in there and take care of yourself and get yourself checked out.
All right, provided by Regional West Community Health and the Scotts Bluff County Health Department. So it's going to be a fun weekend. We have Mr. Cothra's class. Are they helping us set up again?
Tim Cothra's shop class for Mitchell. They'll be there Wednesday to help us do our initial layout. Thank goodness they're young kids, and we're getting older. As you admitted, you've been to all these shows, and
Yeah, 28 of them.
But we sure appreciate Tim's class helping us out each year. That has just really been so helpful, and they do a great job. And they're there 2 hours, and they're just like little ninjas. They just
put that stuff up pretty fast. So we thank Tim and his students for that. Do that kind of ahead of time here.
And if you go to our website on the banner that has the Farm and Ranch Expo, click on that, and you can see a list of the exhibitors. If you've heard some ads with some information, you can call us too if you need a phone number to check something out or ask if this is going to be coming to the show.
That's right. So might be good for you to kind of click on that ad and look at the list of exhibitors, and then you know who you really want to talk to when you get there. And that's one of the best things about the expo, even though it's well attended.
Mm-hmm.
There's always time there to talk to the exhibitors, find out what you need, and if you need to buy something or set up a time to meet with somebody, you can do that there. You have time to do that.
Right.
So
And there'll be
that's the
places
whole
for you
idea.
to meet with them if you need to, maybe you need to meet with them early, so give them a call, and they usually set up on Thursday. A lot of them are in town early.
Yeah, okay. So we got people from all over, so it's going to be big, the 28th Annual KNEB Farm and Ranch Expo. It's coming up a week from this Friday and Saturday, February 8th and 9th over at the Scotts Bluff County Event Center. And we got to give a shout out to those people who help us out as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks, Kendra.
Thank you, guys.
You bet.